Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Taurus, for your meditative session, you guys got Hummingbird Spirit. Be here now, number 34, making a 7. It's really interesting because Pisces got this last week, and I feel like last week had a lot to do with time. So I feel like for you guys, maybe there's some benefit that you're going to reap at this time. You know, like now is the time of harvest. I feel like that's kind of the deal this week. It's like now is that time of like reaping those rewards, that harvest that, you know, we were planting the seeds from the summer, you know, like in the spring, and now it's kind of time to like get those benefits. I feel like now is going to be a really positive time for you guys. Like all those things that you've kind of been waiting for are going to start happening. All those little shifts and little moves that you made in the summer, anything you kind of did to improve or to better yourself, it kind of all comes together now, right? And it's in many different ways. It doesn't necessarily just have to be like rewards. It could just be in like the way you feel, right? It could be in small ways, but it's like everything kind of comes together at this time, and it's like you're gonna be a lot better off because of it. So yeah, Taurus, that's what I'm getting. Let's pull some more cards and see what we get. So Taurus, you guys have a crazy reading, but basically it is what the meditative session said, where now you're going to be reaping the rewards of whatever it is that you've been working on. And I feel like it's a really positive energy. It's a really positive vibe. You have like the fairy godmother coming out here, the magician with the time card. So I feel like it's been a long time coming. It's been a long time of you working on yourself. Again, it's been a long time of like things feeling out of your control and now being in your control, in your hands right now. Like you can actually, like you see how the watermelon's like actually in his hands, like he can actually reap the rewards of the harvest. Again, this is the card I was talking about. That was kind of the vibe, and it came out. So what's interesting though is that I feel like you've been suspended for a while with the Hangman and the Two of Pentacles, not knowing like which way to go, not knowing like what you wanted to do. Again, this could be in love, this could be with a specific person, this could just be like in your life with like your direction. But I feel like there's a lot of love in this reading, and I feel like there's like another storyline, but I feel like for everyone it's like it can just be as general as you can make it when it comes to just you now reaping benefits to something, right? Like you doing a project for a really long time and finally seeing, you know, the rewards of that. You putting in a lot of work at school, do you know what I'm saying? And like graduating, like for everyone's going to be different, but I feel like that this is the time of harvest for Taurus. You know what I mean? And it's sad because I feel like this Nine of Wands was the anxiety that you felt, you know, like it's kind of like the anxiety you felt for being still for such a long time, right? It's like, when is this coming for me? I feel like it's been a really long time. Again, that's why I feel like they're trying to say now is the right time. And it's interesting that you're getting all these 9s, right? Because right after the 9, we have that 10. And the 10 is like completion. The 10 is the end. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's the ending for some of you guys. It's the ending of like waiting around, basically. It's like everything is going to come forward. And I have a lot of masculine energy in this reading, right? I have like strength card, like could be Leo. I have the King of Fire. So you could be dealing with a Leo, Taurus, or you have Leo in your chart. But yeah, I have the King of Swords. I have the Knight of Swords, and I have the Emperor. So I'm getting like a masculine vibe. And I feel like for some of you, yeah, and I have the Sage. So I feel like for some of you, it's been a very big journey, not only like waiting around and trying to stay like mentally stable and not be anxious, right? But it's, yeah, there's like 2 cards here of like anxiety. Another 9, yeah, 3 9s, holy shit. Yeah, it's the end for you guys. It's so good. It's the end. If you guys have been waiting for something to like come around, the ending is like here, right? We're at the 9. And look, we have the 6 of Cups, which speaks about a soulmate. So again, I feel like for some of you, this could be love, right? And you've been waiting for a really long time, but you've had a lot of strength. With the Strength card, that's like what it signifies, right? Like the strength that you needed to kind of overcome this waiting process, the strength you needed to overcome. Yeah, it's basically like being suspended and working on shit, right? And I feel like, again, it's been a nightmare, like for some of you guys, like this waiting. It's caused you so much anxiety. And I feel like why they kept you away for such a long time, like why it's been such a long cycle, is because you needed to do some healing, right? And the healing had to do with you. And look, your ego was in reverse. So this is what I like. I feel like it's like your ego is not controlling you anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you did this healing. I feel like in the past, your ego could have been a problem, right? It's like saying no to things that we know are good for us, messing situations up with people, like because we're acting like out of fear when we're triggered, right? Like think about all the things that you do, like when you're triggered, like how do you react, right? You don't react well. Like when you're afraid someone's going to leave you, you react in a bad way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like there's so many examples of us being triggered and working out of fear. And I feel like it's not going to control you anymore, right? Like fear is not going to be the deciding factor for things that get fucked up in your life anymore. It's like, I am going to take responsibility for my own actions, and I'm not afraid anymore of like what's to come, because I know that I'm like, I'm like stable now, you know what I mean? Like I'm not afraid like to just walk alone. I'm not afraid to walk like in my own truth. I'm not afraid like if no one is around, like I'm okay being by myself. And I feel like this healing has just done so many like wonders for you, basically, because I just see now you've had a long cycle though of like anxiety and fear and depression, probably for a lot of you guys, and being alone and wondering like when things were going to start moving for you. But again, I feel like the suspension was really necessary for your healing. So don't like discredit the time that you had. It was very important. Anyway, then I feel like your ego is no longer a problem. It no longer rules you. Again, there's so many things that we do when we're scared. And I feel like you're not going to do any of those things. You're not working in this anymore. And that's why I feel like you have the Sage coming up. Like it's like you know shit now, right? Like you know yourself. You know what I mean? It's like knowing yourself enables you to like know what triggers you. Maybe staying away from people that like bring that out in you, right? Like staying away from situations that bring you pain, staying away from situations that keep you in fear, right? It's like you know a lot now and you're going to move different. And I feel like this is like someone else's storyline that could be connected to you with the Union card, because I see here with the Union card, I mean, like maybe I'm talking to a feminine and this is like the masculine, or maybe I'm talking to a masculine. I don't know, but I see like somebody working through, maybe this could be you or someone else, but I see someone working through like see the challenges with the 5, challenges and conflict, right? And they're working through it, and they even have Devil energy here. So that's how I know this has been like a tough cycle, right? Because the Devil comes out, and the Devil likes to keep you, it's like it's unnecessary, it's like unusual, it's like it's a strong bond though, right? Like you can't really get away from it. And yeah, like my head really hurt when I said that, whoa. Yeah, it's a bond that's so tight that it just constricts you to the point where you don't see like a way out. And I feel like that's how you felt for a really long time. Maybe you've really felt like this person had abandoned you, or you felt like there was nobody really on your side. But I feel like that's kind of ending for you now, because I feel like you've done this like 180, right? Where you flipped everything around and you got out of this 5. So a lot of people don't pass the 5, right? They stay in the conflict and the bullshit and the karma for a really long time, right? I feel like they don't, it's like a Maslow's hierarchy, if you guys know what I'm talking about. It's like this pyramid where you try to get up the pyramid, but a lot of people can't get past like level 1 or level 2. And I feel like this is you getting past 5, right? And it wasn't an easy 5. It wasn't like just a 5. It had the Devil associated with it. So that's what I'm saying about this bond. Like, it's a bond that I feel like keeps you tethered, and it's like a cord that like you can't release yourself from, and you were able to release yourself from it. So that's what I'm saying. I feel like this healing, this time that you've had alone, or this time that someone else has had alone, has done them like wonders, because there's a reason for this hangman mode. You know what I mean? We're put here, we're suspended by the divine for a reason. And I feel like there was a lot of things that this person was working on. And I feel like now they're kind of coming full circle with the Emperor coming up, right? This could be the Emperor, the Empress, but it's just an energy of someone who like has come from like 0 and has made their way up to the Emperor. And that's like a really big accomplishment, right? And that's why I feel like this person is leaving. And do you see how quickly they go? Right? Like they're going with the 6. Another like a 6 signifies love. Yeah, they're going towards love. They're going towards love. And it's really beautiful because then we have the King of Swords. I feel like they want to like speak their truth to somebody. And with the Ace of Wands, it's a talk of like something passionate, right? Something new that's passionate, that they're passionate for. And I feel like they're going very quickly towards this, right? With the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and the 10 of Coins. It's like they're going towards their stability. They're going towards like, I feel like they're going towards another person with the Union card. It's like they're very clear now on what they want. They're very clear on like what they need, and they're just very clear on like who they want to give their energy to. They've done a lot of healing. This person is very secure. This person has come, again, they defeated the devils. They're very, very, they defeated their ego. They defeated the devil. They're coming up as a sage. So whoever this person is, I feel like they're very, it could be a Leo because I'm getting a lot of strength, getting the King of Fire, and I'm also getting the Emperor. It doesn't necessarily have to be, I mean, Emperor could be Aries, but again, the sign doesn't really matter. I mean, this is a Taurus read. So I feel like it doesn't matter the fact that they were able to defeat themselves, basically, their shadow selves, and like kind of be like, yo, you're going to work for me. Like, you're not ruling me anymore. More is like a really big deal. And again, they're just being divinely guided with the 7. This is the card of divine guidance. And what I love that comes out at the bottom of the deck was Destiny, the Heaven and Earth, and then this 6 of Swords. I feel like the 6 of Swords is going to be really prevalent this week because this is like the energy we're coming into, right? This like Aries got this too, as I think their last card. You could be, again, connected to an Aries as well. But again, I just feel like it's the energy of this time. The energy of this time is like, it's a huge energy, right? It's like, you know, again, we're reaping the harvest, right? We've been like working on our shit for a really long time. We've been like sowing the seeds for like a better tomorrow. And this is like a physical thing too, right? And how do I know it's physical? It's like, it's not only physical, but yeah, you have the Heaven and Earth, which signifies like some physicality. But with the Destiny card, it seems like it's more than just the 3D, right? It's like a soul thing. And then with the 6 of Swords, it just signifies, it like screams to me like how much energy is coming like this person's way, right? And how much work has been done, and like how like sacred I feel like this time is, right? Like big things are going to be happening for you, Taurus. And I just feel like, again, it's because of all the work you've been doing. It's because you've been being guided and you've been listening to the guidance. You've been going through it. You've been healing. You've been defeating like a lot of shit, right? With the strength, you've been like, this is a big deal. And with the Destiny card, you're coming towards your destiny. Like, you're getting closer and closer to like, you know, when you see synchronizations and you're like you're on the right path, like letting you know you're on the right path, and like you're going to receive this Heaven and Earth because you're like doing the work, right? An 11 and 11, right? It's like destined for sure. And yeah, I just see like the culmination of all this work and all this time, putting everything together finally, and everything kind of just being okay finally. So yeah, Taurus, don't worry, you're gonna be okay. Like, everything seems like everything you've been going through hasn't been like unnoticed, and like everything that you're working towards, they're going to aid you. You have the fairy godmother out here, right? They just, as the first card, like wanting to really help you. And I also feel like the fairy godmother is like a power that we all have, this power of manifesting, right? What we want, right? And I feel like you're very powerful because it's coming up right above you. So it's like, you don't only have to worry, you don't only have to depend on them. I feel like you yourself are a very powerful manifester. And even though like, I feel like you worry about the time, they're saying like, be present in the now. Don't worry about like time, 1, 2, like I feel like a lot of things are coming together. And again, you're starting with a 7 and ending like, well, you were going to end with a 7, but I just feel like you have this ending that's like this end of this chapter of whatever this was. You've done a lot of work, and your future is really going to reflect that. So congratulations, Taurus. I really love this reading, Taurus. I'm not going to pull any divine feminines. I want to leave it there with the 7s. I love you guys so much. I hope it resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.